Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Ooh, this is low on juice. Let me charge it up just a bit. Happy Wednesday, everybody. The week is flizzying by, but that's okay. That's a-okay. Okay, that didn't help. All right. Today, guys, we got some fun stories about Olympians and Ohio State and University of Connecticut and Canada's Molson beer. Yeah, we've got some things to talk about today. All right, I need to charge this thing. So how are we going to get this done? While I'm getting ready, I want to say hi to my parents, hi to my sister, hi to all of my loved ones who, tune into the show and give it a gander. I appreciate you. All right. Okay. So we're getting started in 3 minutes. While we do that, I'm just going to set the mood. I'm trying to think if I have any announcements for you guys. No announcements. Trying to think. Are you guys doing anything fun for the... Oh, shoot. Guys, if I did not have my head screwed to my shoulders, I would forget it. I totally forgot about sharing this out to all of these different places. I was like, where is everybody? Yeah. Doesn't matter how many times you've done something, you can always have a snafu. All right. And let's go here to live. Dun, 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 dun. Can't outrun infringement. All right. There we go. Okay. We're shared out everywhere now. I don't know. I lost my my train of, What is that noise? Toe, what are you doing, babe? Okay. All right, guys, we're getting started in about a minute. So, grab some water. Grab some water, grab a snack, whatever helps you feel more comfortable. Now's the time to get it, okay? Because we're getting started very, very shortly. All right. Make sure my collar's turned down, okay? All right. It is 8:05, so it's time to get started. Let's go. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice and you're like, who's this lady? Why is she talking? Why should I listen? I'll tell you why you should listen. I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, making sure you have your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, getting your contract templates together for clients and partners, brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and and hiring and training strategies so people don't sue you for discrimination. Hello, new 526. Help you do all of these things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that is why I am here. Okay. So if you're in the startup phase of your business and you're looking for a little bit of guidance because you're confused about, all the forms you got to fill out, that is where I shine. I love this stuff. Come hang out with me. Let's get you together, okay? Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm to set up a free 15-minute consultation with me if you're a first-time client. You can linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, and it's all over my page on Facebook, so you can go check it out there. In those places, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Okay. Hi, Camille Sealy. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can find many of my digital products, my ebooks, and my video trainings. This month, we're focusing on money management for entrepreneurs. So you'll be seeing some products for that soon. As well, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. So if you ever miss a live broadcast, you can catch up at your leisure because you're not going to make every live broadcast. And last but not least, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm can get beautiful mugs. Okay. If you like the show, you want to rep yourself, you want to show people how you got so smart, go to Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and grab yourself a mug. Okay. All right. But that's enough of business. Let's get to why we're here for the show. All right. NPL Legal Dish, just in case there's people watching later who don't know what's happening. Here is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories that you lovely people send me, stories I find on blog sites, podcasts, anywhere I find inspiration, stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners. I bring them to you. We dissect the facts and talk about them, okay? And pull out the lessons that we need to learn. So this is the time for you to get involved. Don't be shy. I want your questions. I want your comments, as long as they are respectful. I will be asking you to give me some emojis, to give me some letters, I'll be asking your opinions on some of these stories. So, get involved in the conversation. It is so much more, it's so much more fun, and it's so much more, you learn a lot more when you put yourself in the situation. All right. So let's get started. Before we start on our stories for the evening, we're going to do our NPL Nugget. If you don't know what the NPL Nugget is, at the beginning of the show, I take a quick business or legal concept and just break it down really quick for you guys. Like I said, this month we are focusing on money management for entrepreneurs. Yesterday, we talked about, one of the first things you need to do when you are running a business is you should be running your business from a separate bank account than your personal bank account, especially if you want all of the privileges that come with a business, right? So now, after you've opened your business bank account, another thing that you need to do to make sure that you're getting all of your, all of the deals, all the deductions, all of the all of the money for yourself, or as much as you can keep for yourself, is you need to keep track of your expenses, okay? And there are multiple ways of doing this. There's a lot of software that will help you keep track of your expenses. If you drive a lot for your business, there are mileage tracker apps. You just install them on your phone and they'll track your mileage. And there are lots of apps that will help you keep track of your receipts, okay? I'm very old school. I just do a spreadsheet because that's easiest for me. But yeah, our NPL nugget is that you should be keeping track of all of your expenses in your business so that you can get all of your deductions. Okay. All right. Look out for the Money Management for Entrepreneurs ebook at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. All right. Moving on. We are going to our first story of the evening. If you watched the Olympics, if you watched any portion of the Olympics at all, please give me a running emoji. Give me, or some type of athletic emoji. If you watched the Olympics at all, please give me some type of athletic emoji. Um, Even if you didn't watch the Olympics, you probably heard that the first, second, and third place in women's running, women's track, they were taken by three lovely women from the nation of Jamaica. And the woman who won the gold medal, her name is Elaine Thompson Hara. Okay. Elaine Thompson Hara. All right, if you guys are following me, give me a Jamaican flag emoji. Unless you're driving, keep your hands on the wheel, okay? Now, Elaine Thompson Hara, like anybody would be, she was super excited because she won the gold in the 100 and the 200 meter races at the Olympics, Tokyo 2021, right? So she's like, oh, yes, I'm lit. Oh, my goodness, and she wanted to share her victory. So she found a video of, thank you, new 5269. So she found a video, of her winning the 100 meter and the 200 meter race. And like most people do when we have highlights in our life, she posted the video to her social media, right? Unfortunately, Miss Elaine Thompson, she is not, like I have always told you guys, nobody is above intellectual property law. No, trademarks, copyrights, patents, no one's above it. They've gotten presidents to paupers, okay? And Elaine Thompson Hara, even though this was a video of probably the proudest moment of her life, she did not have the rights to that video, and she got banned from her Instagram page for 2 days. Can you imagine that? You won the gold medal at the Olympics and Instagram bans you for 2 days because you put up a video commemorating your victory. This is one of the reasons why copyright law needs to be revamped. Copyright law was never designed with social media in mind, right? So you have this woman who's just trying to share her amazing moment in the sun, and she's being dinged because of, algorithms and copyright law. Hello, Logic One. All right. So, again, not again, but for those of you who are following the story, what do you think about this? Do you think that there should be maybe a special um, loophole for sport events like this, right? Because the Olympics are a worldwide phenomenon. People watch them all over the world. Is it fair to penalize someone for posting, a video that ostensibly could be found anywhere? And it's a video of themselves at, the top of their game. Should they be penalized for putting that on their social media? Now, we've asked this question 100 times for different types of stories. We've seen these stories where celebrities are being sued by paparazzi for, posting pictures that paparazzi took of them and they posted on their Instagram. This is essentially a bigger case of that. This woman, she won the gold in front of the whole world. She found a video commemorating it, and now she was banned from her social media page for 2 days. So, The two lessons that we can learn from this story is that one, again, nobody is above copyright law. This is why I entitled the show, You Cannot Outrun Infringement. All right. No one is above copyright law. And two, copyright law needs to be revamped to catch up with today, because it doesn't make sense that you can't post a picture of yourself on your own social media. All right. Or at least I think so. Logic One said, does the latest NIL ruling apply to them since they are considered student athletes? I was actually going to talk about that next, Logic One. Thank you for, the smooth transition into our next topic. All right. So, if you're into college sports, if you are into collegiate sports, please give me some type of sports emoji, whether it's basketball, football, all that stuff, right? So, like Logic One has said, there has been a new rule put into place that is now allowing student athletes to make money from their names, images, and likenesses. NIL, name, image, and likeness, right? Because for so long, we've been saying that these schools have been making billions of dollars off the backs of these student athletes, and they're not seeing a dime. In a lot of situations, these kids are, in not so great financial situations, right? So there's been a new ruling that has been that has been put into place to allow student athletes to make money from their names, hi Zephyrina, their images, and their likenesses. And Ohio State University is one of the first schools that is going to be implementing this. Thank you. Ohio State University is how do you say that? They are they put into place a group licensing agreement, right? So that students can make money. So essentially, if you have the popular players on whatever on the Ohio State University teams, if people want their jerseys and things, these players can get into a licensing agreement with the school so they can make a portion of the money, which I think is a great idea. These kids are making billions of dollars for these institutions, and they haven't been seeing a dollar of it, right? So I really like this idea of group licensing. I do wonder what that means for, down the line if they get, drafted to a professional team. What does that mean for their name, image, and likeness, right? But Logic One, thank you very much for bringing that topic up, because it was the next one on the line. Did anybody watching right now, if you played college sports? So did anybody play college sports? If you did, let me know what you played. I did not play college sports. I did one season of track in high school. That is the extent of my student athlete resume. All right. But what do you think about this group licensing idea, guys? Do you think that this is fair? Or should these athletes be able to, or should they be able to, make their own deals? Zephyrina said, does beer pong count? I mean, is it sponsored by the NCAA, Zephyrina? Make it pros. Yeah, my thing with these group licensing agreements with the schools is what happens if and when these student athletes get drafted into the pros. How does that affect their ability to market their name, image, and likeness? And then going forward, does the school get a piece of that if they're drafted, right? But I think it's a step in the right direction. These guys, like I said, have been making so much money for the schools, and it's time for them to be able to take at least a little bit for themselves, right? All right. And in continuing with that, the students being able to make money from their name, image, and likeness, that takes us into our third story. So in my stories today, I asked you guys if you knew who Paige Buckers is. She is a basketball player at the University of Connecticut. If you look at my stories, she's a cute blonde girl, and she has a nickname. They call her Paige Buckets. I guess because she makes a lot of baskets, right? And she is taking advantage of this NIL ruling, this name, image, and likeness ruling, and she is trademarking her nickname of Paige Buckets. She's going to be coming out with, jerseys and hoodies and things like that, which I think is really smart of her. But think about how this new ruling could change a student's life, especially one who maybe doesn't come from a particularly economically advantaged background. If you can go to college and start making money off of your name from college, that could put you in a pretty good position by the time you graduate, right? So this new ruling, it's really beneficial to students. We're seeing it already being put into place. Hey, 76 Grimke. And we want to commend Miss Buckers for, putting that rule into play, or taking that rule and using it to her advantage right away. Let's hope that other student athletes, are just as proactive and protect their intellectual property. But again, I do wonder how this will affect them once they're drafted into the pro leagues, right? And what that means for the share for the school, if any. But yeah, if anybody has any further information on this new ruling by the NCAA and students being able to make money off their name, image, and likeness, send it to me. I always love it when you guys send me stories, okay? But good luck to you student athletes. It's about time you started being able to make money off of your own names. Okay? All right. Before we move on to our final story of the evening, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need some legal guidance, you're like, I don't know where to find these forms. What type of licenses do I need? I don't have any contracts. How do I protect my logo? These are the things that I want to help you with and that I can help you with. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation today, okay? While you're there, make sure that you download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less, all right? It helps you just kind of check off the major things, helps you refine, figure out what it is that you actually want to do. So go check it out. All right. Okay. Moving on to our final story of the evening. If you have ever had a Miller Lite beer, if no, actually not even if you're a beer drinker, if you drink beer, give me a beer mug emoji. I do not care for beer. I find it very bitter. The only beers that I have ever enjoyed, I tried a lambic beer one time. It tasted like peach juice. It was delicious. And every once in a while, I can do a Blue Moon. But for the most part, I'm not a beer person. I prefer wine and fruity drinks. 76 Grimke gave me some beer mugs. Okay, you like beer. What's your favorite beer, 76 Grimke? Let me know. Anyone else a beer drinker? Zephyrina said she was back in the day. Okay, well, if you are familiar with beers, you're probably familiar with the Molson Coors Company. 76 Grimke said Corona. Oh yeah, Coronas are pretty cool, especially with the lime. Molson Coors, the Molson Company, they are based in Canada. They make Miller Lite. They make Coors beer. Classic beers that have been around for a while, right? And if you have ever heard of Miller Lite or Coors or any of those beers, just give me a thumbs up, okay? Coors, Miller, all that. All of those are made by the Molson Company. This Canadian-based company that has been making beer for at least 40 years, okay? Here's the issue. Why are we talking about a beer company today? In Buffalo, New York, there is a company called Molson Juice Bar. Okay. And thank you, Zephyrina. Thank you, 76 Grimke. And Molson Juice Bar has basically been implying that they have a connection to the Molson Beer Company. And the Molson Beer Company is like, we don't know her. They're like, who are these people? They're claiming that they have a connection with us, and we have no idea who they are. So they have filed a trademark infringement suit against the Molson juice beverage company. Okay. Now, in following up with this story, that where I found this story, they tried to contact the Molson juice beverage company. They were able to get someone on the phone who called himself Mr. Molson. He asked them not to publish the story, at least not yet, because he said there were other things that were going to come out. But they have taken down all of their social media, anything, linking them to the Molson beer company. And they've just kind of disappeared into the ether. Right now, obviously, they knew that what they were doing was shady, right? But this is what we talk about when we say protecting your name. This company is trying to associate themselves with an established beverage company, alcoholic or not, which they do not have a connection to. Now, the owner's name might very well be Molson, but you don't have a connection to Molson, the Molson Beer Company. So you can't. So you need to establish that there is a differentiation. Whether you put, in fine print, not affiliated with Molson, Coors, blah blah blah, whatever. But you can't lead the public to believe that you are connected with a brand that you are not connected with. All right. So that is why Molson Beer Company went after the Molson Juice Bar Company, and that's why now they appear to be shuttering their doors, or at least changing their name. Okay. So what I want to know from you guys is anybody interested in trying Molson's juices? They're lemon based. They're like lemonade based. They're supposed to be healthy. And why do you think they would want to connect themselves with a beer company when they are a non-alcoholic juice beverage company? Why would, a health drink company, basically, because it's basically a healthy drink, why would they want to associate themselves with this beer company? Why do you think they would want to do that? Hmm? What is that noise? Okay. Um, Anyone have any idea? Zephyrina said it, no idea, it makes no sense. In terms of the products they sell, it makes no sense. But again, like I said, the name Molson carries weight in the beverage world. So when people hear Molson, they're probably going to think, oh, it's the Molson Beer Company, which means they've got clout. 76 Grimke said, no, they are not trustworthy. Okay. All right. 76 Grimke said she don't want to try the juice. They're not trustworthy. I don't blame you, because if they're lying about who they're connected to, maybe they're lying about what's in this juice, right? Right. Okay. Yes, that went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go. But yeah, for those of you who came in a little bit later, we did our NPL nugget. We talked about expenses today. We talked about Elaine Thompson Hera winning the gold, and how she can't outrun infringement. Molson Beverage infringes on a Logic one. It's not infringing on a copyright. It's infringing on a trademark. The name Molson is trademarked, right? So trademarks protect your name in the marketplace. It says that this name, this logo, this image, it represents my products. A copyright is when you create something like a song, a book, a poem, a painting, and you say that this is my creation, and I get to say who, what happens to it. Okay, so that's the difference between trademarks and copyrights. All right. Okay, so if we have any questions about Elaine Thompson Hera and her gold medal infringement, about Ohio State University and their group licensing with student athletes, page buckets, make a student athlete, taking the first step to making money from her image and likeness. And also, a Molson juice company trying to assert a connection with the Molson beer company when they have no idea who they are. These were the stories that we covered today. All right. So we will be back on Monday with more stories. I know that my social media posts have been a little sparse as of late. I've just things have been a little bit, hectic, but I will be back on it. Make sure that you are booking your one-on-one appointments with me. Okay, go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm to book your appointment. Thank you, Farina. Make sure that you pick up, download the free business launch cheat sheet. Go grab your mugs, guys. They're lovely. They make your water taste great. All right. And they were designed by me and one of the viewers of the show. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, guys. Delta variant is out here doing her worst. Okay. We do not want to be back inside. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.